Hey guys, that might give back here for them video guys. Welcome back to an episode of my Imperialism series. Shout out to Dean's World and of course Bengal as always because they are the pioneer to what started this series off for me. They do their own series on their own channels and it's absolutely amazing. But today we're going to be doing episode 2 of my NFL Imperialism. You guys seem to love episode 1, so we're coming back for it again. If you guys did not see who won episode 1, make sure you go back and check that out. But with that being said, if you are new to this series, pretty much how this works is we spin a wheel. So this wheel right here, we'll spin it and we'll see which NFL team it does go ahead in fact land on. Now whatever team that lands on, then we go ahead and take that team. So like for example, let's say it does go ahead and land on, let me go ahead and make sure it's silent the audio there, the New Orleans Saints. So what we do is we take the Saints here and then we say, okay, so where are the Saints going to be headed? So we spin this wheel right here and it goes ahead and goes to the right, which in this theorized environment would be right here. They would get a blank space, which means they would get a +1 overall to their quarterback. So that's pretty much how the system works, if that makes sense. We will be doing this for, again, over and over and over again until one team controls the whole entire board. Keep in mind, my little extra spin I like to do on this series is that what we do for stealing players. So, for example, let's say it lands on the Cowboys and they have to go right and they have to play the Texans. If the Cowboys beat the Texans, then the Cowboys are going to go ahead and spin a wheel and all the defeated teams, so at that time, if this is the first team, it would just be the Texans, but they had to go ahead and spin the wheel and all the defeated teams will be on that wheel and they get to choose one player from that defeated team. So, for example, the Texans could be the first team out, but in the very late game, it could be the Kansas City Chiefs still in, and let's say they beat, I don't know, the Chicago Bears, right? Hypothetically speaking. If 15 different teams have been defeated, 15 different teams will be on that wheel, and the Chiefs can steal from whatever team it lands on out of those 15 teams. So, for example, you could be in the late game, but still steal a player from an early game type team. So, hopefully that made sense. Guys, today we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Make sure to like and subscribe down below. First team. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Let's see which way this goes. So the first team on the list here is the Indianapolis Colts. Interesting. So the Colts can either go north or they can go northeast, northwest, or west? No, they can either go north, they can go east in some way here, so north or southeast, or they could go west here, which obviously would be the Chicago Bears. I am apologizing, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and your boy is in a different location mentally, I guess. Alright, so they're going to be going north, they're going to be playing the Detroit Lions in our first game of this video. Alright, first game is Colts Lions in Indianapolis. Let's get it, guys. Alright, so as always, we simp through these games, so we see exactly, based on Madden logic, who is going to win this game. So, let's go ahead and go to, there we go, and let's go to end of game. Alright, so Lions start off, okay, nobody scores yet. Lions scores first 7-0. They're going to go ahead and take a still 7-0 lead. There has been like 7 trips to the red zone in this game so far, and neither team wanted to score. But it looks like the Lions will be starting off right away with stealing the first player from the Indianapolis Colts. So starting off right away, because it's only one team, they're just going to be straight up stealing a player. There's no like reason to, like spin a wheel or anything. But moving forward, they will be spinning the wheel when, the future teams, depending on what happens. And the first player that the Indianapolis Colts will be sending over to Detroit Lions, well, the only player, is going to be Kenny Moore. So the Lions starting off with a pretty good start to this video. Let's go ahead now and actually change them in the NFL map. Alright, so we got to go ahead and remove the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, not like that. I want to move the Colts logo, because I'm going to be changing the color of the Colts here to the color of the Lions, which is actually very similar, not gonna lie to you. It's actually very similar at the end of the day, but it is what it is. Let me go ahead and see. I do not have that selected. So we can just combine these two layers then, and also bridge the gap here. Make that a little bit smaller. Bridge the gap of space. So now the Lions are your first team actually somewhat moving in this video. Alright, so let's get to the second team. And we also have to take off the Detroit Lions, or Indianapolis Colts, from this list. So let's go ahead and go with the Indianapolis Colts. Bam, right there. Alright. Second team we're doing for this video. Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Okay, where are the Atlanta Falcons going? Where are they feeling like they want to go today? To the west. Alright, so that looks a little bit toward like the south. Okay, you know, I'm gonna give it to them. Free space right here, and they get their quarterback, I guess Desmond Ridder at this point still. They're gonna get that Desmond Ridder upgrade. So let's go ahead and give them that. So let me go ahead and select the map. Let's go ahead and actually do this, not that. This, and where are the Falcons on this list here? It should be right there. Okay, so now I can go ahead and just add a layer here, and now we can add a little bit of thing right there. Bam. So now the Falcons are slowly expanding, and like I said before, they're going to get a +1 to their quarterback here. So Desmond Ridder, I know Taylor Heineke technically is the guy right now, but I mean, he lost too, so you know what? I don't even know if I feel like Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke. I'm going to go with Desmond Ridder. I think Desmond Ridder is technically the best option, me personally, but I know everyone has their different opinion on him. All right, let's go ahead and change his in the game. All right, second team here, boys. Let's see who the second team ends up being, and it's going to be the Buffalo Cardinals. The Buffalo Cardinals. The Cardinals. Alright. And they are going to be heading... Oh, Chargers. Chargers, Cardinals, boys. Let's get... Alright. We got Rams versus Cardinals here. Interestingly enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and see who can win this game. Cardinals start off 3-0. You know, this is actually probably the best matchup of the video. Just because these teams are so evenly balanced, right? I mean, obviously, you know, you have Josh Dobbs. He leaves the Cardinals. But other than that, it's a pretty evenly balanced, you know, back and forth type scenario here. Scenario. And the Rams absolutely demolished them. So, maybe it wasn't that even. Let's see who the Rams are going to be stealing from. Add the Arizona Cardinals to the list of teams that they could potentially steal from. All right. We got the Colts, and we got the Cards. And they're going to be stealing from, yet again, another Colts player, instantly enough. And the Rams, surprisingly enough, will get Quentin Nelson to help out that offensive line. And also, we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at this. They're also taking over the bottom part of here. So, they're getting this going, man. I got to give the Rams props. They're getting going quickly. So now let's go ahead and do our little wheel spin. We have to take out the Arizona Cardinals here. So let's go to 1 second. I'm just going to take out the Cardinals and I'll pull up the wheel spin. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Bam. Took the Cardinals out. Next team on the list. It's going to be the... Okay, I didn't mean to have your choice on here. So I'm actually going to take that off. My bad. My apologies there. Usually I have it on there, and we don't ever hit it, and I take it off later, but no, apparently it is going to be the Vikings. Alright, Vikings, where are you headed? Because you could head a couple different directions here. It's a couple different options, Vikings. Okay, so Southwest. Where are we looking at Southwest? Vikings? I'm going to guess right here. Yeah, so that means that their quarterback is not Kirko, because Kirko's hurt. It's going to be a +1 to Joshua Dobbs. That's right. So they are the Joshua Dobbs sweepstakes winner. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And now they're going to have a little bit more plot of land. which is nice. And also, again, like I said, going to get that +1 to Joshua Dobbs, which is also a very nice little addition they get. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. All right, next one on the charts here. Let's see. Who's going next, boys? Oh, wait, my bad. They go web. There we go. And that's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. All right, Cowboys, where are you headed? East, north, south, west, west. Okay, so they're actually headed straight north, which means that Dak Prescott's about to get a +1 overall because they are getting that free real estate, as they would call it. Where is the Cowboys is the question. Cowboys, where are you? Oh, but you're right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this little piece of territory here. Not purple, but that's bluish color. I know they're actually technically darker blue, but yeah, whatever. They're like technically darker blue, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. All right, Dak Prescott gets a +1 overall, Cowboys fans. Just be happy the fact that Dak Prescott's getting that +1 overall, okay? And also, you're kind of owning Texas right now. So let me get the +1 to Dak Prescott. Hang on. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead now and do our little wheel spinny spin. And let's see who is going next. We have a lot of teams taking free spaces here. The Green Bay mother-loving Packers. Shout out to Tom Grossi for that. All right, come on. Where are they heading? Where are they heading? And they're getting a free space right here, so the free spaces, man, are eating up right now. These teams are really taking advantage of the +1s to their quarterback. All right, so let's see. Going up here, where are the mother-loving Packers? Oh, this is that one moment where I don't know where they are. Hold up. Am I completely missing this team? I felt like they should have been one of the OG teams I did. Right there. Okay, I found them. I found them, I promise. Alright, so now they get that little, +1. Let me go and give +1 to Jordan Love. And there we are, boys. So, got a little bit of thing going on here. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel again and see who is next. And are they going to take another free space? Well, the Las Vegas Raiders, yeah, they could definitely, if they go north, anywhere north or anywhere east, except for southeast, they could take a free space. But this will not be the case as they are going, that is southeast. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. That is the LA Rams. So Rams versus Raiders, boys. All right, Rams, Raiders. Let's see. The Rams do have an upgrade, though. They got, that little bit of an upgrade with Quentin Nelson. So they have a better offensive line. But other than that, nothing else is different. So, question is that offensive line going to be enough, man? And so far, it does not look like that offensive line is doing anything to help them. And never mind, they went to overtime. Wow, they came back very quickly there. Raiders win, so let's see who the Raiders are going to be stealing from. All right, we got 3 teams on the board here. And the Raiders will be stealing from the Indianapolis Colts again. Oh my gosh, the Colts are just losing everybody. And the Raiders are going to be getting Shaq Leonard. All right, so I can't trade this guy, so let me try to trade another guy. The problem with the Raiders is they have no left outside linebackers on the active roster, so I might have to make one of the right outside linebackers a left outside linebacker and then trade him. Never mind, I can just do it like that. Thank you, Raiders, for not being annoying. All right, now we have this situation where we're going to have to go ahead and... All right, this is going to be a little weird here. All right, let me see how this is worked out. So I can move this, I can change this one out, right? For the Raiders colors. Okay, that works. Now I'm going to have to figure out a way to move this one out because I believe, if I am correct here, this one is kind of all over the place, the Rams Rams one here. So let me go ahead and do that. And now I can change this color to there. There we go. All right, so we got the Raiders all figured out. Hang on. All right, there we go. So for some reason, they wanted to, it wanted so badly to just take out the Chargers. The Raiders, the quadrant was like, nah, we're just going to take out the Chargers because why not? And I'm like, no, you can't have the Chargers 2 Raiders. You want to get one team. All right, there we go. So the Raiders now, yeah, they control that whole area. If they get the Raiders, if we get the Raiders again, I'll laugh. I'll laugh if we get the Raiders again, just back to back here. And this time we get the Patriots. Ooh, a team that kind of snuck past last video, where they didn't really get selected much. And are they going to go north? They're going to go down. Where is down? And that's actually right where the update logo is. That is... Ooh, no, that's a free space. That's going to be another free space for the Patriots. And Mac and Cheese, McCorkle Jones, Mac Attack is going to get this whole area down here. So that's actually a big W for them. I'll give them props for that one. That's actually a huge W to get a, more space down here. Let me do that. And that's going to give them +1. Hang on. Last video, it felt like it took so long for the open spaces to be taken. This year, this video, it's taken like no time at all for them to go for the open spaces. Like, these teams are ready to go for open spaces. And Seahawks, they can't do anything but get open spaces. So, who are they getting? That's the question. Well, you can't go west, Seahawks. You want to go north-south, and you know what? I'm gonna say down. I'm gonna say that's going downward. So they're gonna get this area right here. So Seattle, congratulations. You are the only team in here that literally cannot lose early on. Like, Seahawks are guaranteed at least a couple plays. Unless another team comes up and actually, like, messes with them, they cannot actually be attacked. Well, they don't have to attack another team. So, where are the Seahawks on this thingy-wingy? Professionalism of thingy-wingy. That's what I like to call it. Seattle, right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and, not Patriots colors, but Seahawks colors. And there's Seattle. Seattle taking over that top left quadrant right there. Cleveland is not on the board here. It is the Saints on the board. And where are they headed? If they head west, they're going for the Texans. And they are going for the Texans, boy. All right. In the Superdome, we have Texans Saints. This should be an interesting game. Both these teams are, I feel like, pretty even for the most part. And is anyone going to score? Okay, 3-0. 10-0. Saints trying to take over part of Texas here. It's a huge area if they take over, honestly. It's not all of Texas, don't get me wrong. But it's a good amount of Texas if they take it over. And they're going to be taking it over. But not before they get a playoff steal. Alright, who are they taking here? Who are they taking from? And they're taking from the LA Rams. Okay. To pair up with Cam Jordan. Aaron freaking Donald. Talk about a player and a half to pair up with a future Hall of Famer. You got Aaron Donald now on the Saints. And the map is somewhat coming together very nicely here. We got the Cowboys kind of dominating. We got the Raiders dominating here. The Saints now took a huge, momentum shift right there. But let's see who the next team is on the board here. And that's going to be the Philadelphia Nope, it's going to be Eagles. Eagles. Okay, Eagles. Are you going to be playing the Steelers? Is that the question? Nope. You're going to be going... Ooh, this is interesting. I'm going to say this is the Jets. Northeast is the Jets. Northwest would be the Bills. That's going to be the Jets versus the Eagles. All right. Eagles, Jets in Philly. Let's see how this game's going to shake out. I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel like it's going to be the Eagles win. But, you never know with these games, man. You never know with Imperialism. It could always be the opposite. The Jets could shock the world here and actually take a Zach Wilson victory. It's not going to happen, but you know what? It might have happened. Like, there was an opportunity at one point before this game started that could have happened. So let's see who the Eagles are going to be stealing from. Because, yeah, the Jets are kind of done, man. The Jets are kind of done here. So, window capture it up. Let's see. The Eagles are going to be taking from the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, okay. And the Eagles are taking Buda Baker from the Cardinals. So, yeah. Interestingly enough, they also now have part of New Jersey, not the full New Jersey, but part of it, for their squadron. Alright, so I had to remove New York Jets from the wheel, because now they are eliminated. So, shout out to the Jets for getting eliminated. And let's see who's next. It's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. And where are the Jags going? Because if they go anywhere south, they're just going to be playing. South is 1000% Buccaneers. North is Falcons. Yup, they're playing the Buccaneers. Alright, let's... Alright. Jags versus Bucks. Let's see how this goes. Jags up 7-0. Jags up 14-0. I've seen this story and how the story ends a lot now. Jags are going to win. Jags are going to win. That's pretty much how this goes. Alright, let's see who the Jags are stealing. Alright, who are they stealing from? That's the question. Who are they taking from, Mr. Jacksonville Jaguars? You're literally taking from the Bucks, okay? Yeah, I'm going to go with probably Mike Evans. And they're going to be taking Mike Evans. So, Jacksonville getting a tad bit better, let's be honest. They also get a little bit more of land. So, that's also nice to have as always. Nice little bit extra land. Miami's just down here, like, fighting for their life at this point. Ah, this is great. This is a great video, guys. A+ video so far. Alright, Cincinnati Bengals, the team that did really well in our last video. So, let's see where they're going. They're going to be going northeast. I want to say, is that Pittsburgh? Would that be considered Pittsburgh? Or would that be considered, I guess, I'm going to go Pittsburgh. I don't know, because I feel like that is Cleveland. Because you're going like this. I'm going to say Cleveland. I'm saying Cleveland. Maybe that's controversial. I'm saying Cleveland. Alright, we have Bengals versus Brownies. Let's see how this goes. Maybe this will go pretty okay. Cleveland is usually the team that owns the Bengals. And I say that with having my whole entire room decorated in Bengals merch. So, I already know, you know, Cleveland does very well versus us, okay? That's just a fact of the matter is. But last Imperialism, it was actually Cincy that, you know, was able to do very well. And they win this one. So let's see who they're going to be stealing. Not having Nick Chubb in there probably really hurt them. But they're going to be stealing from the Arizona Cardinals. So, do the Cardinals have anyone left at this point? I mean, they literally keep getting stolen from. Now, listen, I love Joseph Asai. This year, he's been hurt a little bit, you know, obviously. But getting Myles Garrett might be the biggest W the Bengals could ever do. Okay, let's be honest. They got Myles Garrett. Things are going to get bad. If you guys do not know, they have one of the best defense coordinators in the league history, in the universe, in Lou Anarumo. So, just saying, the mad scientist, you give him Myles Garrett, and it's GG for the rest of the league. Alright, so me being biased aside, let's go ahead and remove... Did I remove Cleveland already? Did I remove... I did not. As they say, if it's brown, flush it down. Alright, next one we have here. This video turning me to hating on the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be the Carolina Panthers. Alright, Carolina, where are you headed? Where are you headed, Carolina? And you are going for a free space here, it looks like. You're going to be going up northward here. So, this is going to be right here, which is North Carolina. So, North Carolina now going to the Panthers. Plus, they're going to get a +1 overall, which is nice, to Bryce Young. So, tad bit better Bryce Young action. We might actually see the rookie, you know, somewhat compete. Although CJ Stroud, I was going to say with CJ Stroud, but CJ Stroud's already out of this. Yeah, CJ Stroud got knocked out by Derek Carr. Talk about an interesting situation, man. Derek Carr is still in this. I mean, they only won once, and they also moved once, so I guess technically speaking, not much of a, taking out. But let me add the +1 to the quarter. I feel like so many teams have not been knocked out yet. Like, we still have so many teams left, man. And it's the Chargers. Okay, Chargers, you can either go north or east, okay? That's the only options you have. And if you go north, you have a chance. Well, get ready for the Raiders. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this. Raiders, Chargers. Raiders start off right away going right down the field on the Chargers. Chargers answer back. I mean, if the Chargers win this, they could take over so much freaking land, it's not even a joke at this point. Like, they're taking over pretty much the whole west side here, except for, obviously, the 49ers, who are still kicking it, man. The 49ers still doing it, but nope, the Chargers are going to be taking over. But the question is, who are they going to be stealing from team-wise? Because now the Raiders are on the board. Raiders could not get the job done, man. They could not get the job done. So, who are they stealing from? Jets. The New York Jets. Okay. All right, and Sauce Gardner is going to be heading over to the Chargers here as they are stealing from the New York Jets. So, now going back to the map, boys, we have... This is what it looks like. So, yes, the Chargers now have all this area. Interestingly enough, they are now controlling pretty much majority of the west side here. The 49ers are still hanging on, though. And who's next? It's going to be the Buffalo Bills. Okay, so the Bills have to play somebody. Bills cannot get out of this. They have to play somebody. You know what? I'm calling that the Giants. I'm calling that the Giants, Bills. You're not getting out of this. All right, New York Giants time. All right, Bills versus Giants. The battle for New York, even though that Buffalo, New York is actually New York and the Giants are in New Jersey. But, it's okay. It is what it is. Bills starting off 7-0. In real life, this actually was a close game, if you remember. This was, the Sunday night football game, I believe, or Monday night football game. It was a close game. So, it's not like one team destroyed the other team in real life. It was actually pretty okay. But it's going to be the Bills this time. So, let's see who the Bills are stealing from. That's my question. Who are the Bills stealing from here? And the Giants are now on the wheel. So, who are you taking from? The Raiders. Okay, I know exactly who they're going to be getting in my head. All right, so I was thinking about Max Crosby, but I think the best thing you could do is give the Buffalo Bills here another absolute star receiver. I mean, imagine them having Devontae Adams plus having, Stephon Diggs. So I think that's the best way we're going to go about this. Again, like I said, you could go multiple different directions there, but that's the one I want to go with. The Giants are now officially GG'd, and they're going to be taken over here. And this is actually going to... I'm going to have to fix this. 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. Gotta go through and then correct that real fast. It's nice that, these teams are getting knocked off, so I don't have to keep correcting it. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, I thought the Bills were going to go again. The Bills were that close to going again. All right, Commanders. Where are you going? Where are you headed? You're playing the Ravens. This is what I expect. All right, here we go, boys. Ravens versus Commanders. In Washington. I think the Ravens in real life would smoke them by like 49 points. But, this is Madden, okay? This is Madden for a reason. And the Commanders actually might win this game. Oh my gosh. Baltimore, do not do this. I know they lost in the preseason. The Commanders actually broke their the Ravens preseason record, right? And this is considered the Battle of the Beltway. And wow, the Ravens lost this game. So the Commanders is now going to go ahead and get a player steal. And that's going to be from the Indianapolis Colts. I was not expecting that outcome. All right, so I was going to go with D-tackle, but I think we're going to go with Jonathan Taylor over to the Commanders here. And if we go over to it, now the Commanders have themselves a little bit of Maryland. They are now completely the owner of Maryland here. So let's go ahead and remove the Baltimore Ravens, surprisingly enough here, from the wheel because they got knocked out of this so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's going next. The Saints are back on the board. So are they playing the Cowboys or are they getting free spaces? Because they could get free space here. Yeah, no, if they were northeast, I'd say right here. But this is Cowboys Saints, guys. Cowboys Saints, here we go. All right, let's get it, boys. Saints Cowboys. If the Saints win this, they're going to take over Texas, which is such a big territory / land to take over. It's kind of crazy, I'll be honest with you. So, the Cowboys choked this. This will be interesting. Now, keep in mind, Dak did get a +1 upgrade, you know, after going ahead and moving upward there. But, I don't know. I don't know if the Saints have a chance, man. Saints did get a couple upgrades. They got 2 upgrades, one to the quarterback and another player steal, but yeah. Cowboys won that one. Where are the Cowboys going to be stealing from? That's the question. Let's see where the Cowboys are taking from. What team? And it's going to be the New York Raiders. Okay, let's get it. Alright, so ironically enough, the Cowboys are going to be stealing Shaq Leonard here, who the Raiders stole from the Colts. So, it's like a full circle in the end here. And what's actually a full circle is this freaking Cowboy Nation right now. Because now they fully have Oklahoma. They also have Texas. So they're really taking over everything, man. Like, this is getting interesting. Alright. Who is next, boys? Who is next? Carolina? Okay, yep. It's the Panthers. It's the Panthers. Where are they headed? The Panthers are headed north. You know what? This is northwest. This is northeast. It's Washington. They're about to be playing some Washington versus Carolina football. All right, here we go. Now, if Carolina wins this, I mean, either team, they win it. Carolina's not really getting that massive of an upgrade land-wise, but Washington is. And Washington just beat the Ravens. So, we'll see, man. Both of these teams have had upgrades, though. That's definitely a thing. So, let's see. Commanders fighting, holding on, trying to do something, and the Panthers have taken control. The Panthers have taken full control. Commanders try to come back. They can't do it. That means the Commanders will be knocked off the charts here, guys. It's going to be none other than the Panthers that remain in control. Who are they taking from is the question, though. Who are they taking from here? They're going to be taking from the Saints. Okay, Marshawn Lattimore? We'll see. We'll see what their record looks like. Low-key forgot the Saints had Aaron Donald. So Aaron Donald's now heading over to the Panthers. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at this, because the Panthers are really owning that right side of the map, man. They're like controlling everything there. So who did they just beat? They just beat the Washington Commanders. Let's take them off the wheelie thingy wingy. And let's go right into this. Alright, who are they playing? Who is playing next? Carolina, welcome back. Welcome back, Carolina. Where are you headed? You are headed... Ooh. You know, it's like... Do I want to give them a free space here? Because I is technically from the logo down. I'm going to give them a free space. I'm going to give them a free space just so that they can relax a little bit because they just played a game. But we're going to give them a free space here also to get rid of this free space because I don't like the free spaces left. Usually what I do with this is I just go through and I'm like, all right, free spaces. We'll go ahead and start eliminating them by just giving them the territories. I think today we're just going to play it out. We're going to play it out today and just go through all of them, but let me give a +1 to Bryce Young. Hang on. All right, let's go. Who is next? The Denver Broncos, who've literally been able to avoid so much today. And honestly, really, it's either the Cowboys. I mean, yeah, no, it's the Cowboys. I was going to say it's the Cowboys or Chargers, but unless it's like straight, it's the Cowboys. They're playing the Cowboys. That is straight southeast. Okay, they're playing the Bulls. Let's get it, boys. Broncos, Cowboys. The Broncos have 0 upgrades this video so far because they haven't been selected so far. They've been that team that, you know, has been hiding out this whole entire video. And now, finally, they have to face the music here. Do not tell me they're going to win this game. Cowboys, you cannot choke this away. There's no way the Cowboys choke this away. They have literally all of Texas, Oklahoma. They have so much area right now under control. And they tried to choke. They tried to choke it away. I will say they tried to choke it away, but you know what? The Broncos might just be that bad. Shout out to Brandon Perna for that one. But yeah, they might be that bad. All right, here we go. Who's going next, boys? Ravens, Giants. Okay, they're going to be stealing from the Giants. Cowboys inside their own division. And the Cowboys get Saquon Barkley? Interestingly enough, that might have worked very well for them, and they now are so slowly going to the Midwest area. Let's see who is next, though. That's the question. Who is the next team up, boys? Are we going to get some of these free spaces taken care of? That's a question. And it's the Bengals, Bears. The Bears. All right, Bears. You either one of 3 teams. Who are you playing? And you are... You know what? I would say free space, but if you go straight down to the west, they're playing the Chiefs. You're not getting a free space, Bears. You're not getting out of it. All right, Bears. This could be a huge upset. This could be a huge upset if they can get a W here. Be honest, I don't think they're going to, but you know what? Just that's my personal opinion. You know, and my personal opinion doesn't mean anything when it comes to the grand scheme of things. In real life, the Chiefs actually destroyed the Bears, surprisingly enough. And as I looked away from the screen, it's already 17-7. Bears, fight back, please. You know, I'm already gonna change the map here, but change the landscape. It's because yeah, they won. They won. The Chiefs won. Okay, Chiefs won. Who are the Chiefs getting to add to the roster? Chiefs, the team that has been so quiet this whole video so far, they're going to be taking from the Saints. All right, and Marshawn Lattimore is heading over to the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get it. So, the Chiefs are now taking over the Bears location/spot. And we're going to see who goes next. Who is going next in this crazy atmosphere, guys? Tennessee? Nope, Green Bay. All right, Green Bay, you can get 1 free space if you get lucky, Green Bay. 1 free space. And you're not getting lucky. You're playing the Chiefs. You're playing the Chiefs here. So let's get started. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, this actually is a real game that's happening this year. Packers versus Chiefs. So we're going to see this game this year and how this all goes down. I'm not sure how it's going to work and look, but you know what? It's going to happen. So 7-3, 7. Okay, so this is actually a closer game than we expected. No, it's closer. It's closer. Okay. You know, I think the Chiefs are going to win. The Chiefs are definitely going to win. All right, so Packers are eliminated. That was good job, Chiefs. So the Chiefs now, who've been silent all day now, are just getting attacked left and right. And they're just dominating everyone who attacks them. And they're going to be stealing from the Packers. Interestingly enough, I am literally just making their secondary the best in the NFL history. They have Marshawn Lattimore now. And they have, what's his name? And they have the guy we traded away, Alexander. So their secondary is freaking amazing now. They also have all this land/territory. Actually, let me go ahead and add a stroke to this so we can actually make this look better. That should be better. There we go. So now they have that little extra border thing. All right, so next team on the docket, who is going next, will tell us the future. Tennessee. All right, Tennessee, where are you headed? That's the question. Tennessee is going straight up, and they're going to get a free space here. I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them right here. I'm going to give them a break here. I think also, my bad. I think the Kansas City Chiefs. We need to give them a break because freaking right now they're getting attacked left and right, but they dominate everyone they attack. So we don't need the Chiefs to just like go on like a freaking spree of taking out every team in the league. All right, so Titans, you're getting yourself a +1 to Will Levis. I'm gonna guess, yeah, Will Levis, the Mayo boy, the mayonnaise man. And you're also going to be getting a little bit of territory increase. And a free spot finally is taken up. At this point, I'm just trying to take up as many free spots as possible. 1 second. Alright, let's do our next spin. Who is next on the docket? Buffalo Bills again? It's the Panthers! They barely got in there. Well, Panthers, you have... Wait, I don't know why I spun that wheel. My bad. We have one more free space. But nope, they're going to be playing the Atlanta Falcons. So Falcons, Panthers. Well, this might be a good game. This might be a good game. I think both these teams are somewhat even though the Panthers have stolen like so many players at this point, plus gotten upgrades. The Falcons have been pretty quiet this whole entire video. Panthers are not trying to lose this game, man. They are fighting hard for this game right now. Okay, they're holding on. Falcons, and the Falcons can't do it. Falcons can't do it. We're going to see who is the next team that the Panthers will be taking from. Because at this point now, it is officially game over. They're going to be taking from the Browns. Ooh, Nick Chubb is hurt though, so they can't take Nick Chubb. All right, they're going to take Amari Cooper. And they're also going to take all the area. Let me actually put my second monitor up here. They're going to take all this area right here away from the Falcons. So now we're in a weird spot where we have, we're kind of limiting down teams, man. Now the teams are actually beating each other and taking each other out. So we have a little bit more, leeway room, I will say. And who just lost the Atlanta Falcons? So that means Falcons have to be eliminated from the wheel. All right, next team on the docket. Who is it? Patriots? Eagles almost. It's going to be Patriots. If you go anywhere in North Patriots, you get a free space. Yeah, I'll give them the free space. I think I'm gonna give the Patriots all this because I don't want the Patriots to just keep trying to cheat their way from avoiding, actually playing here. And I feel like what they're going to start doing is just keep going for this area right here. So you know what? You're gonna get an upgrade, Patriots, okay? But this is the last one you're gonna get an upgrade for here. Because we're not gonna keep doing this like, well, they technically speaking moved upwards, and no, if you're going upwards here, Patriots, you're gonna be getting all this space, and the upgrade. Don't be wrong. But you're not gonna do this whole we got Maine and all the area up there, and that's how we're gonna get away with having to play people. Hang on, guys. I'll get the +1 upgrade in a second. All right, there we go. Next team on the board. The Patriots got away with it. Titans again? All right, Tennessee, you got one free space. If you go southwest, I will give you that free space. Nope. You're going Panthers. Panthers, Titans. Titans versus Panthers. Man, the Panthers got Aaron Donald. They also got Amari Cooper now. Like, they got so many different players. Like, I just don't think the Titans are going to be able to do it. I don't think the Titans are going to be able to do it. I don't think it's going to happen. I might be incorrect here, but yeah. The Panthers are just way too, like, overpowered at this point. Like, now it's getting to a point where a couple of these teams are just way too overpowered. For their own good, in all honesty. And, yup, Titans are now on the list. The Mayo Man got it again. Who are they stealing from is the question. They're going to be stealing from the Rams. So Panthers getting a new Rams player. And they're getting Cooper Kupp. Panthers are getting even better, and they're going to get to a point where they're just too overpowered to beat. like last video, the Bengals are staying quiet. The Steelers are staying quiet. You know, we have a couple teams here have been staying quiet. Miami's been down there. But Miami can't get attacked unless they have, you know, unless the Jacksonville Jaguars get selected. I don't know why I spun that wheel. I can't explain why. Well, I can't explain is the next team on the docket here is the Miami Dolphins. All right, Miami, you're playing Jacksonville. You can't go anywhere else. Let's get. All right, Miami, you have a chance now to work your way up through the ranks here. But the problem is that if you get through Jacksonville, you have to go through Carolina. And that's just a fact of the matter. You can't get around going through Carolina. At least Jacksonville already had an upgrade. 2 upgrades, actually. Wait, no. One upgrade. They had 1 upgrade. They beat the Bucs. But Miami, come on. You got to fight back, Miami. All right, well, Miami had a good chance. They almost came back in this game. They didn't. And that means that now the Jags own the, what's it called? Florida. They own Florida now. All right. And they're going to be taking from the Falcons, interestingly enough. All right. We got Jags getting Jesse Bates here. So, a little bit of an upgrade right there. And Carolina, you just look hilarious. How massive your logo is on this map. Okay. Who's next? We have to take off the Miami Dolphins. That's right. We got to take out the Miami Dolphins. They're no longer owning Florida in any way. It's now completely Jacksonville, Detroit. Okay, Detroit's been very quiet this video so far. Where are you going? You are going to the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, Bengals, Lions. All right, let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Lions, Bengals. The Bengals now have Myles Garrett, though, on that defensive line. So that's one of those scary situations. Now, last time I did Imperialism, the Bengals won. But the Bengals were quiet the whole entire video until the very end of the video, where they came out of nowhere and started dominating and winning. So I'm hoping this doesn't happen again, just because I want a different winner every video. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Apparently, Myles Garrett makes them Superman. So I'm going to guess that the Lions, yeah, they're going to lose this game. So Lions lose. Bengals yet again do what they did last video. Let's see who they're going to steal from. The Bengals are such a weird team, man. They stay quiet the whole entire video, and then they come out of nowhere and start, like, actually beating people. Texans. Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm going to add Willie Anderson, another pass rusher. So Myles Garrett on one side, Willie Anderson on the other side. I think that's going to be a nice little addition for Cincinnati there. So, Cincy now, this is like the age-old biggest rivalry in the NFL. And now they're like right next to each other. And yeah, so the Chiefs are going to want to get picked up so that they can destroy the Bengals here probably. And who goes? It's going to be the 49ers, man. So very quiet they have been. All right. And they're going to be going against anything south is Chargers, anything north is Seahawks. I'm going to say that right there, my friend, is a south. That is going to be the Chargers. So let's go. Question is, though, who is... This is a real question here. Who is going to win this game? That is the question. I don't know. 49ers are a good team, even though the Chargers have a lot of great players, okay? Chargers took over the pretty much whole entire west side of the United States here. But I feel like 49ers, they're not even fighting back. Okay, never mind. Well, you know what? I made the argument why the 49ers were going to win this game, and they get blown out. Okay, they're coming back a little bit. Just spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Who are the Chargers taking from? Who are the Chargers taking from? Rams. GG. I guess just want to look at the Chargers squad. They have Sauce Gardner, Derwin James, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, Joey Bosa, Mike Williams, he's hurt, Rashawn Slater. And now they're about to get none other than Quentin Nelson from the Rams. Who actually, they stole him from the Colts. And also, look at that. Chargers and Panthers have the biggest territories. The Bengals are still in there, though. The Bengals are still fighting, and there's not many teams left on the docket here. And it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings, who have been quiet pretty much all video long. They could get a free spot, though. You know what? I think that's the Chiefs. I'm going to say that's the Chiefs going right here. Chiefs-Vikings. All right. Chiefs versus Vikings. This is the real deal, boys. If Vikings win this game, they could really take over a lot of area here. Or the opposite could happen. You know, the Chiefs could. So it's interesting situation. If they want to beat the Bengals, they're going to have to take over this area. And so far, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Looks like Josh Dobbs is not going to get the job done. Ironically enough, that's kind of a... Wait, never mind! I spoke too soon, but then I spoke too late. Okay, well, the Vikings came back without me realizing, and then they end up losing it. So now the Chiefs are going to be stealing a player. Who are they going to be stealing from? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very close game. Very close game here, though. All right, and the Chiefs are now getting Antoine Winfield. So I'll be honest, you know, their conquest eventually having to play the Bengals is not really... I mean, it's going to be interesting because they, technically speaking, are very much better of a team than they were before. And the Bengals haven't been able to really steal too many players in this video so far. So now we have the Dallas Cowboys. And honestly, they're going to get free space no matter where they go. Unless, if they go northeast, I'm giving them the Chiefs. If they go northeast, I'm giving them the Chiefs. But anywhere else, they're not playing a team. And they're going to be getting a free space. So Dak Prescott's going to be getting that +1, juicy +1 overall. Surprisingly enough, teams in this one in this video have not been taking advantage of this. Last video, it seemed like the whole entire time, teams were just like, oh yeah, we're just going to take advantage of the whole fact that, you know, there's free spaces. Like, no one wanted to fight each other. Everyone just wanted to take advantage of the free spaces, and that was it. But now everyone's like, nope, 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 nope. We actually want to, you know, fight each other. We don't want to just take advantage of the free spaces here. So let me go ahead and add +1 to Dak. Hang on. And the Dallas Cowboys are trying their best here to take over and have the biggest area. I think they do have the biggest landmass here. They definitely do. Pittsburgh. All right, so if they get Southwest, I will give them this free space right here. If they get Southwest, I'll give them the free space. No, I'm sorry. You got Southeast, and that's almost South. That's going to be Panthers versus Steelers. All right, so you think the Panthers beat them by 40 or 50 points? I think that it's going to be like the Panthers win this by 28 points. That's what I will say. Steelers are such a small blimp on this map right now, going against an absolute juggernaut. Yeah, they almost scored. 3-0. 6-0. Okay. This is not going to be a blowout. As I say that, it's actually not going to be a blowout. It could be a good game. Dude, the Steelers win this? There's no way. The Steelers just won. The Steelers just beat the Panthers. I completely... I wrote out the Steelers. I was so wrong. Oh my gosh. They're stealing from the Cardinals. Bro, the Steelers just got themselves the whole East Coast. I am so baffled right now. Wow. Alright, listen. Cardinals have like nobody left because everyone has ransacked their team. So, I'm sorry Steelers fans, but literally they have been ransacked, okay? And Pittsburgh right now, they went from a nothing to a superpower. And that is what we are talking about now. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Bengals. Alright, are you going to play the Chiefs? Are you going to play the Chiefs or the Steelers? No, they're going to get free space here. They're getting free space, and Joe Burrow is going to get a +1 overall. So, They're like, you know what? Before we play the Chiefs, let's go ahead and just increase our team. Hang on, guys. One sec. All right, there we go. Bengals now have that free space. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to give the Eagles this free space just so we can get this out of the way. I'm not going to give all the free spaces left away, but for this one right here, I am. Just because, like, I'm kind of tired of this free space down here being, like, here. That makes sense. It's just, like, annoying. It's like, okay, well, you know, the Eagles have a way to avoid playing somebody. And I'm like, bro, no. I'll give a +1 to Jalen Hurts. I'll make it fair, guys. But for right now, Eagles, you can get this free space and get the +1. All right, there we go. I also cut off Rhode Island because it's whatever, okay? I don't have beef with Rhode Island, just saying, but I cut off Rhode Island there, and Kansas City now is next. Kansas City has a lot of free spaces to go to, though. They have a lot of free spaces they can go to here, or they could go and play the Bengals and just get this out of the way. Or play the Steelers. They're going to play the Steelers. All right, so this is going to be Steelers-Chiefs. I'm not even going to doubt the Steelers because, listen, I doubted them before, and they beat the Panthers. So, I will say the Chiefs are a lot better than the Panthers overall-wise. You know, they got Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco. You know, they don't really have any difference offensively. Am I correct? Yeah, their defense is what got upgraded. And it wasn't even their defensive line or linebackers. It was their secondary. They got Juan Alexander. They also got Marshawn Lattimore. They got Antoine Winfield at free. Like, they're really good. Okay, they got a good defense. So it's like the offense is already good. Now the defense is even more amazing. But you know what? Pittsburgh might surprise me because Pittsburgh also has a good defense. And they're 3-3, man. Almost at halftime here. Pittsburgh, do not tell me you're about to do the unthinkable here and take over everything. And the Chiefs just barely beat them out. Pittsburgh, man, you did everything you could to win that. I got to give you props. We got to give the Steelers a lot of props there because they did so much to almost, you know, take over the series. They almost did what the Bengals did last video, where they just came in at the end and took over the whole entire map. And the Giants, they're going to be taking from. Interest. All right. And Dexter Lawrence will be heading over to Kansas City. So, Kansas City defense is getting even better. And listen, Cincy, you're going to have to play them. I mean, like, Kansas City said, listen, there's only one choice, Cincy. You're going to be playing us. Okay, all right. So, let's spin the wheel. Who's going next? Is it Cincy? It's Philly. All right, Philly. You either go north. Oh, wait, my bad, guys. I did not record that thing. Let me show you this. So, Philly was the team that got selected. Sorry, I forgot to put the window capture on. But, all right, who are they going? They're going KC. KC versus Philly. Listen, I'm not going to doubt the Eagles here because I doubted the Steelers for too long. And the Steelers almost did the unthinkable to the Chiefs. But I will say that now with Dexter Lawrence, that Chiefs defense is really freaking good. And the Eagles just went through them like butter. So, you know what? Maybe 17-0. Do not tell me the Eagles blow them out. 24-7. Dude, there's no way. There's no way that the Eagles just did. See, this is why I didn't doubt them. This is why I did not doubt them, man. Because it's always within NFL imperialism, guys. Anything is possible. Who are the Eagles going to be taking from? They're going to be taking from the Panthers. And actually, I had one free space, so let me take that away. They'll be taking from the Panthers. So let's see who they end up getting here. Actually, wait. It said the Panthers, right? Hang on, I gotta check the footage. Hang on. All right, so we're going to be giving Aaron Donald to the Eagles. I don't even know, man. I don't even know how the Eagles just did it, but they did it. And you know what? Credit to them because now you know what, Cincy, you don't have to play the Chiefs, but you're going to have to play the Eagles. And I don't even know. Who's the next team? Just who's the next team? That's all I ask. It's the Cowboys. Okay. Cowboys, you have a lot of free spaces. You have only one team where you're actually gonna one of these where you're actually gonna play a team. I'm gonna say that is this area right here. So that's a +1 to Dak Prescott. It's gonna be increasing Dak Prescott greatness, and you're gonna need that if you're gonna beat the Eagles. Let's be honest. Even though they do have Saquon Barkley, the Cowboys do. 1 second, guys. All right, who's next? Who is next is the question. It's going to be the Chargers. Okay, so you got a couple teams you could be playing, Chargers. I'll give you it. You got a couple teams. That's the Seahawks. They're going to be playing the Seattle Seahawks. All right. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. You know, I'm not going to doubt any team moving forward, so I don't even know who's going to win this game. Maybe the Seahawks? Because they have not done anything all video, and this is how it works. When a team hasn't done anything all video long, somehow they always win. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, man. Any given Sunday is truly a statement to be had. Any given Sunday is surely a statement to be had. Who are the Seahawks stealing? They're stealing from the Chargers, so they're actually going to be taking from the team that they just played. All right. There you go. Sauce Gardner going to the Seattle Seahawks because... why make sense anymore? Why make sense anymore, man? All right, so let's see. Who got knocked off? It was the LA Chargers. And I did not. Let me take them off the list here, and let's do the next team because we only have a certain amount of teams left. And somebody has to take over a land. Oh, wait. I forgot to take out the Tennessee Titans? Oh, my apologies. Okay. I don't know why I forgot to take out the Tennessee Titans, but... Alright. New England Patriots. Patriots, you got to play somebody. So you either can go... Hang on, let me show you guys this. They can either go northwest or... Okay, you know what? It's either this way or this way. So if it goes anywhere to the left side, they're playing the Bills. I'm gonna say anything to the east side, they're playing the Eagles. That's how I'm gonna say it. Okay. Eagles. No. I want to play this as fair as possible. I'm gonna do it whatever way they point. Cause I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it whatever way they point. We're just gonna... I didn't want to be here all day, and that's why I said that. But now, we're gonna be here all day. Please, just give me one. I can't. If I do it like this, I have to do it legitly. I mean, that could have been technically... That could have been the Eagles there. Come on. Bro. Okay, there you go. I'm giving the Eagles. Finally. Alright. Again, I'm not going to give my opinion on who I think is going to win this game. I think it's going to be the Eagles, but you know what? I just gave my opinion. There's no way the Patriots do this. New England, do not... Please, do not do this, bro. This is going to be the biggest... This is going to actually be the biggest land change in this video. We've already had that happen multiple times in this video. The biggest land change ever. Okay. Thank you, Eagles, for taking care of your business. Thank you, Eagles, for... You let them score a lot, but you did take care of your business in the end. And now you get to take another player. And that's another positive. And they're going to be taking from the Kansas City Steelers. Okay, not the Chiefs, the Steelers. Alright, I'm making this pass rush for the Eagles even better. They already have... Like, look at who the Eagles already have at this point, right? They have Aaron Donald... They have TJ Watt now, right? They also got Buda Baker. They also got Kevin Byard, which he traded in real life. Darius Slay, right? Right as a linebacker. Now they're probably going to put TJ Watt. Because they have Hassan Reddick on the other side. Jalen Carter. And now they have Aaron Donald and Brandon Graham. Oh, that team is OP, man. That team is OP. And thank you so much to the, what's it called? Thank you so much to that team for the Eagles for not losing that game and making this whole thing a joke. All right. And there we go. So, I don't know why I had the other teams on there. I actually, surprisingly, have missed some teams here. We have the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Bills, and the Seahawks. That's who we have left, guys, okay? Couple teams left. The Bills. All right. They can only play the Eagles, so they're going to have to play the Eagles, guys. All right, Eagles, continue, please, with, you know, your domination. We're not going to... Your defense is too good to allow any points in this game. Okay, Eagles, you're too good on defense. Not with Aaron Donald and TJ Watt, okay? And Budda Baker. Your team is domination right now. And that's exactly what they're doing. This is seeming to be at least exactly what needs to happen here. The Bills came back. The Bills are going to win. Nope. Eagles. You barely did it, Eagles. You barely did it, but you did it. And that's all that matters, is you barely got that win. Wow. Eagles almost lost that. And now they're going to be stealing from the Rams. I was about to say, if they steal from the Cardinals, there's nothing left to steal. They're at this point now getting practice squad guys. Alright, so I went with Kevin Dotson. The Rams don't really have anyone good left. So I just went with Kevin Dotson to improve their right guard, because that's really what they need to do at this point. Just get a better right guard. But yeah, so right now the Bengals are very much sandwiched around the Philadelphia Eagles here. So they're going to have to probably play the Eagles eventually. And we have the Dallas Cowboys, who are still going. Who are they playing? They playing Seattle Seahawks? That's a no. I'm not giving them on that one. That's a nobody. You know, I'm not going to say Philadelphia, but I'm going to tell you right now. I'll give them these two lands, but they get +1. That's it. I'm not giving them more than plus. All right, there you go, Cowboys. You got yourself a +1 to Dak Prescott. You got 2 little free land spots. And now, let's do the spinny spin again. We have 4 teams left. Well, 5 teams left, actually. Wait, did I mess this up? Jacksonville. Is Cincinnati not on here? My bad. I don't know why Cincinnati was removed, but let's spin this again then. I don't know why Cincinnati was removed there. And it's going to be the Cowboys again. Alright. Let's see who this is. They're going to be playing... Alright, I'll give them this area up here. I'll give them this free spot up here. Alright, let's do this. Free spot. There you go, Cowboys. Alright, let me give a... I'm going to give a +1 to the... I'll give a +1 to Dak. Alright, so now looking back at it, I don't know why, but I took the Bengals off of it right after the Chiefs beat the Steelers. So it's not really that far back, but it's... My apologies for that, guys. I took the L there. Which is... really, I don't know why I took the Bengals off of there. But it wasn't like it was that far back. It was literally after the Chiefs beat the Steelers, right before the Eagles took over that whole land right there. So... it is what it is. My apologies for that. But let's go ahead and do the spin wheel here. And it is the Bengals. So, ironically enough, they are going to be playing the Eagles here. There's nobody else. And, yeah, they're playing the Eagles. So, let's get it. Alright, so the team I forgot to add to the list. The team I forgot to have on the wheel the last, like, 2 spins. They're back now. And now they're playing the Eagles. So, let's see if the Eagles can take care of business here. And, well, Bengals had a good run. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Shouldn't be so cocky and arrogant thinking the Eagles are going to win this. 8-point game. They couldn't get the 2-point conversion. It came down to the Bengals not being able to get the 2-point conversion to tie it up. And that means the Eagles will go ahead and take over the land claim of the Cincinnati Bengals here. And they will be stealing another player from another team. And that's the Ravens. I have an idea for that one. Alright, so I added another weapon to that Eagles offense. Because So far, it's been the biggest problem is, like, them scoring. Their defense has been playing pretty great, but their offense has been the problem. So, now we have 4 teams left, and Jacksonville looks so small down there. Like, Jacksonville looks like it's barely hanging on to a thread. Even Seattle, who's been doing nothing all video, has been doing, at least has some power here. Alright, where are they going? Do I say that? I'm going to say that's this one. I'm going to say that's this one. Just so we can get rid of these free spaces. Because these free spaces are kind of now annoying me. They're now like just kind of like there. And they don't really have a purpose now. Like they had a purpose at one point. But now it's like they're just there. So let me go ahead and add +1 to Jalen Hurts. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I lost my thingy-wingy here. Let's spin it again. Who is next? Who is next? That's the question. Jaguars, and they will be playing the Eagles. They only can play the Eagles here. All right, here we go, boys. Eagles versus Jags. Jags been very quiet all video long. Once they took over Florida, they were just like, you know what? We just don't want to be involved in anything. Well, now Jacksonville, you have to get involved. That's pretty much how this works. You now have to get involved with the Philadelphia Eagles, and how is this game... I don't understand Madden. The Eagles are a 20 times better team than the Jags. They're 100 times better than the Jags. This is crazy. They won. They won. The Jags actually won. I don't even understand anymore. I don't even understand anymore, man. Who are they stealing from? I don't even understand anymore. The Saints. The Ravens. They're stealing from the Ravens. Okay. GG. Alright. I'm giving them Fruit Punch, okay? I'm giving them Fruit Punch because I also went ahead and went in here, guys, and all the free spaces I gave correctly to the team. So I evenly balanced it out. So every team got a +1. Every team now has the free space. It's all going. We are now getting into the final countdown, okay? The final set of teams. It's going to be between the Eagles are done. The Seahawks, the Jags, and the Cowboys. There's only one team that can remain after all this. And Jacksonville will be playing the Cowboys. There we go. Jags are fighting for a weird cause. The weird cause? Come out of nowhere and be the best team in the league. Alright, well, I gotta kick this off because I did not hit Super Sim. For some reason, I clicked the button but it didn't register, so it is what it is. It's gonna be a touchback here. And let's see how this game goes. I mean, Seattle really hasn't done anything all video and they came out of nowhere, and now Jacksonville's doing the same thing. Cowboys 7-0. Cowboys 10-0. Okay. 17-0. It's gonna be 24-3. Jacksonville, are you going to come back in this game? I think the Jags, they finally realized why they were not the team this whole video to do good. They finally realized why they were not the team that, you know, was like taking over and dominating. They won one good game, but now it's going to be the Cowboys to take it over here. All right, so here is the final trade. And here is the final game. The Cowboys. Let's go to it. The Cowboys with Dak Prescott, who's gotten upgraded throughout this video. We have Trey Lance. We have Saquon Barkley and Tony Pollard. We have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup. Tight ends, Jake Ferguson. Left tackle, line I think exactly the same. Left end, DeMarcus Lawrence. Right end, obviously, Micah Parsons. They have Quinnen Williams now. They have Shaq Leonard. Leighton Vander Esch, who's hurt, so their backups are these two guys. Damone Clark. Trayvon Diggs is hurt, so Gilmore is the best corner. Free safety, Malik Hooker and Javon Curse. And then the Seahawks, because he got 2 free spaces. He had 2 free spaces. And I did increase his stats, by the way, but if you don't increase certain stats, sometimes they don't get an overall increase. So he should be an 81 overall. This is correct. He should be an 81 overall. All right, Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker. We got DK Metcalf, Noah Fant, Charles Cross, Damian Lewis, Evan. And yeah, they really didn't do much this video. They got Sauce Gardner. That's because they beat the Chargers. And that's it. So it's a really mid team. Okay, it's a really mid team because they really sat there and camped in the bush all video. And now they're back and they're kind of like, yeah, they're here. Not the Eagles. It's Cowboys. Let me do best. I'm going to do this one more time for the Seahawks just so we can make sure to get the best depth chart in there. And let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see what happens in this game. I'm showing this whole process here because it's the last game of this video, guys. Very, very... I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very long video. And it's going to be Cowboys and the Seahawks. The final showdown. The final game that matters. Who will control NFL Imperialism? Second game. Second video. Not second game. Second video. One team can come out of this victorious. It is going to be Geno Smith, or it's going to be our mans here. Let's see. Just no one scores. Just no one scores 0-0 the whole game. Yeah, Cowboys are the only team that's scoring here. The Cowboys are the only team. I thought it was going to be a shutout. Oh, Cowboys got the Imperialism. They are officially the champions of Imperialism episode 2, guys. They definitely, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm happy that a team won it who, like, really did earn it, let's be honest. The Cowboys did play a lot of good teams. They did not deserve it the most out of any team, though, I will say. Like, there are other teams that deserve this over the Cowboys, let's be honest. But at the same time, though, you know, it is what it is. They still got it. And there we go. I didn't do Hawaii, but the Cowboys are officially them boys. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.